Durant and James played a total of 39 games, but never won a real champion. A fan speech quickly became a hot search. However, such a speech made Durant angry. He immediately opened a smile and replied, "You are not an NBA player. I tell you, no champion can be easily obtained." However, the fans moved out of green again. But after you left, the Warriors won the champion again. How could the champion be easily obtained? You should always remember the champions coming and going. Durant looked at it as a small fan. Durant replied directly, "You may not even have a high-level champion. Your father respects me. Why don't you respect me?" However, the other side replied directly, "I just want to remind you that you can't win the championship if you leave the Warriors." Durant seemed to enter a kind of weird circle. Before he came to the Warriors, they were champions. After leaving the Warriors, they were still champions. And you didn't win the championship after you left. Even if you joined the national team, the Sun team, you couldn't win. This question has always been a life-threatening question. In the face of this dilemma, Durant actually made a counterattack. If you were Durant, how would you go back? Now, give everyone a second to think. Durant's response was, "I'm a Warrior. I'm the best player. I also won 2 FMVP. You hate me because I stole 2 FMVP trophies from Kool-Aid." He clearly wanted to say that these slanderers were Kool-Aid's personal fans and did not stand in an objective way to evaluate themselves. This answer is also a direct target. I guess Durant also thought for a long time to make his own ideal answer. However, this also opened up Kool-Aid's life pain points. According to Nick Young's memory, Kool-Aid was crying in the changing room because of the pain of FMVP. After saying this, the Warriors' grave probably won't forgive Adu. There was also a time when Durant clearly said in order to respond to the group's mode, the hot fire group opened by Lao Jean. If it wasn't for them, I would have won the championship in 2012. I also can't join the Warriors. To be honest, it's a little hard to explain to Lao Jean. So Durant's response will always hurt other superpowers, either opponents or teammates. In fact, the best response should be like this. First of all, you have to admit it and increase the status of Kool-Aid. Yes, I can't win the championship without the Warriors. Because Kool-Aid is too strong. He won the championship in different categories of Warriors. But my career is not over yet. Second, I hope my fans will give me some patience. I will continue to work hard and win the championship in the fire. Although it seems a little passive, it emphasizes my professional attitude. In addition, it emphasizes Kool-Aid, which was not as good as it was in the past. On the other hand, it more connotes its strength. Second, you can learn from Lao Jean's response. The meaning of basketball is not the number of championship rings. We have to learn to enjoy the game. Winning the championship is the goal, but not all basketball players. My idols are Mighty and Eiffel. They are still great without a champion. This is the pattern. Then answer the question. Use it to avoid all face-to-face confrontation. Third, you can respond more humorously. According to your logic, Kool-Aid left the archery team and did not win the championship. Everything has its own uniqueness. Use an irrefutable example to take advantage of the absurdity of the problem. This is also a good choice. The problem I am thinking about now is how to win the championship in the new season. As for the others, you can say whatever you like. When he expressed that he did not care about this kind of speech, the problem naturally disappeared. But then again, can Adu do it?